Hey, good people. Hey, friends. It's your well woman, Lashana. This is a wellness movie review. I haven't done one since The Deliverance, and I could not sit on this one. Y'all, I just finished watching the finale of season 1 of Paradise, a sci-fi show on Hulu right now. If you don't have Hulu, you need to connect with somebody who has Hulu. If you are longing and yearning for a really good think movie with suspense, great writing, directing, acting, levels of complexity, this is the movie for you. I have not seen good television like this in a very long time. So I'm going to do a quick review. I know many people have. I'm not going to hold you long, but I want to share with you and contribute my part of what I pulled from this show. And thankfully, it has been renewed for a second season. So it stars the one and only Sterling K. Brown, who plays Agent Xavier Collins. James Marsden is in it. Julianne Nicholson, Sarah Sahi, John Beavers, Nicole Bryden Bloom. So it's kind of like a political series, but it's so multi-layered, y'all. There is an anthropological aspect of this show. There's a social experiment aspect of this show. There is a thrilling and a suspenseful aspect of this show. A little tea with these characters and their relationships with one another. So you have Agent Xavier, who now is a single father because his wife was left behind on her way to Atlanta. Or so we think. She's been left behind. We don't really know. Then there's Sinatra, which her name is very befitting. She is the God type complex who, after experiencing her own trauma on Earth, starts this whole plan to reconstruct life underground. And she sells it to the president, which it doesn't seem like he has any choice in the plan. He's really kind of like a puppet. So she has this godlike complex. Then there's Dr. Tarabi, cute lady who she's like the psychologist. She's a therapist who is chosen to provide therapy and social tactics to acclimate to this new world. There's Jane, the unsuspecting. She's on the Secret Service team. There's Presley. She's the daughter of Xavier. There's James. He's a son of Xavier. There's Cal Bradford. That is the president. Charming, kind of complex in his personality. You don't know at the beginning whether you want to like him because he's very brute, but then he grows on you, and then you get to see behind, the scenes and his backstory to get, to develop a lot more compassion about him. Then there's Robinson, excellent actress, who is also Secret Service. I think she's Secret Service, who's having an extramarital affair with the president. All of these different roles that are being played, and no one is to be ignored, even if they are a supporting or a minor character. Don't sleep on any of them. Watch them, investigate them, listen to what they say, watch what they do. Good stuff. So it kicks us off in full gear, the first episode where the president has been murdered. And so the Secret Service agent Xavier is going to investigate the murder of the former president in this what appears to be peaceful, easygoing, abiding by the law kind of community. What we gradually start to realize is that the community is more than just a peaceful community. As the episodes bloom and provide us more information, it's an underground city that has been in preparation for 10 or so years due to the final destruction of the world, not just the planet Earth, but the world. And 25,000 people were chosen to go underground to kind of restart humanity and to rebuild again. And all of the actors are absolutely phenomenal. It takes you on a full ride. This is the kind of show that you cannot multitask. You know how you may doom scroll, or you may be multitasking, doing different things while watching it? You can't do that watching Paradise. Paradise demands your ultimate undivided attention. But you don't even have to struggle for it, because it's going to require, like, it's going to make you give it your all for the 44 plus minutes that you're watching outside of ads. I don't pay for non-ads because I'm not giving my money like that. I'm fine with commercials. But it is going to hold your attention. And I think the biggest takeaway from season 1 is the idea of human behavior, how we respond based on our socioeconomic class. It's this dichotomy of the rich and those with power and resources and influence versus the middle class, the lower class, and how they navigate life. It is all about who has the voice, who has the power, and even how the president was manipulated. He has a multi-level story from childhood all the way up until how he became president, which was not, by the way, an office that he desired. Like, he wasn't really even into pursuing political prowess. Like, that wasn't even his thing. But his father had a very strong influence over him. It captures inside stories of all of the different generations, the children of the lead and supporting actors and actresses, the older generation, President Cal's father. Y'all, is so doggone good. And so we see, you can't help but to think about present day, right? You can't help but to wonder and ask questions and engage in conversation about what would we do if this was us, this political thriller, this conspiracy theory, this drama. What would we do if this became our society, if we were faced with the idea or the reality that due to X, Y, and Z, let's think about it in real time. Climate change, political disruption, and fraudulent activity, wars, doomsdays, like several doomsdays, the unlimited cap of the greed that surrounds us, those with power, those who have the power and the resources to have the say so. To dictate and to determine what kind of moves the majority of us make in life. So y'all, Paradise, it's like you got to read between the lines. It's definitely a series that you can go and watch again and get more clues as each episode unfolds. I want to hear your feedback. I want your thoughts about it. And if you have not watched it, if you are maybe somewhere else outside of the hemisphere of Earth, I want you to go to Hulu now and type in Paradise, or go look for Paradise and check this out. It is absolutely a refreshing show. Oh, and the music. The soundtrack. When I tell y'all cleverness, the soundtrack, you have to pay attention to everything. There is such a strong, visceral quality to the acting, to the scenes, to the angles, to the zoom ins, to the transitions from one moment to the other. The music is a very instrumental, see what I did there? Is a very instrumental part of this show. I really could go on and on and on, but yeah. So kudos to the writer, the director, the actors, the cast and crew. And I can only imagine, because they put you on so many twists and turns. You got one conspiracy theory that may shift from one episode to another. So I can only imagine what season 2 holds for us. As it leaves, this is a spoiler, as I close out this episode, the finale leaves us in suspense as Xavier is now getting ready to dust off his pilot skills and go back out into the world to find out what life still remains, and to find his wife, where it is said that there's a possibility that she is still alive. So there's a responsibility outside of this underground city. All life on Earth is not destroyed. So what happens? And what's the state of those who are alive? How ravenous are they now? How primitive or animalistic has survival and utilizing survival skills made them? Like, there are so many different things and options, not options, but scenarios to consider as we wait for season 2. So here I am. Okay, I'm waiting on Bridgerton. I'm waiting on Reasonable Doubt. Who else am I waiting for another series, for another season? Y'all, there's nothing like good TV. So we are waiting for Paradise. Dan Fogelman, thank you, sir, for this offering of media cinematic excellence. We have been waiting for something like this. So y'all go check it out. Leave your comments. Let me know what you think.